Sometimes it's difficult to keep track of a number when you have all the various permutations and colored handles and things that we now do. At last count, I think we were making at least 45 different sizes, all the way from 8 inches on up to 5 feet.
I want to make a white sauce today, but I got to find my whisk. Not that one. This one. This one is perfect.
Being from close to the South and having to make gravies and sauces all the time, I could not live without my whisk. I love it. It just helps incorporate things better. It makes, especially when I'm making gravies and sauces, it helps prevent lumps. They have a flexibility to them I just like. There, it's a perfect white sauce, if I do say so myself.
A whisk is bent tines of wire in a handle that generally work to aerate some food ingredient. We're going to go see a whisk being assembled. The first thing that we do here is we bring in our tubing in 12-foot lengths. The tubing is cut here at varying lengths depending upon the size of the handle. Once the handles are cut, the bottoms are fixtured into them. The other primary raw material is the stainless steel wire. And we bring the wire in coils, put it on the machine here, which it straightens it and bends it at the same time. In these stations, the whisk's heads are assembled. There's 8 different wires here, all different lengths, and Kamsai here will insert them into a little die, we call them. And once the fixture is complete, she can take it over here and tin dip a little ring in the bottom that will create the whisk head as a unit. Once the handles have a cap in the bottom, we send them out and have them electrochrome plated. When we get them back, we put another cap in the top with this air press to create a cavity for the whisk head to pot in there with an epoxy. We epoxy the whisk heads into the handles with this epoxy mixing machine. The handles are filled to a certain level and the whisk heads are basically just dropped into the handle. Generally speaking, we will epoxy all the whisks from one day that are made and start sending them out the next day. Next to a knife, fork, and spoon, I think it's probably one of the most common tools in a home kitchen.
In professional food service applications, they could be used by a pastry chef, they could be used by a sous chef, they could be used by a kitchen prep person. The number of tasks that they perform is probably too numerous to generalize. At home, it's the same thing. They could be used by someone who is whipping up a souffle or just by, you know, a youngster that's trying to mix some soup.
Hey, Paige, you want to come help? Okay, you want to come on over? Okay, come on in, spoon. Remember, we use this way. Go this way. Okay, you always lift, lift, lift. It's all in the arm. It's all in the arm. There we go. Now we tap it off. Okay, and then you want to open the dishwasher? I'm going to pop yours in. Pop yours in down below. And I put mine over in here. There we go. A cinch to use.
Well, the basic physics of a whisk are that the tines collect the food on the outside of out of the tines. So as you're mixing it, you're moving more ingredient, if you will. In as much as a fork just has 3 little tines that aren't shaped in a manner to pull and fold, a whisk gets the job accomplished faster than a fork would get it accomplished. And all the different shapes of whisks allow you to do things that a fork couldn't do. A fork could not make meringues out of egg whites. It isn't going to happen. A mixer could, and essentially electric mixer is a whisk with a motor.
Food is a centerpiece of almost everything we do, you know. I think as a culture, and certainly as in my family, all our activities are based around food and what we share and what we cook and prepare and how we do it, and whether it's just chips and salsa night with beef jerky or if it's a full-out feast. Food is definitely the pivotal point for us. We're big into it, and we enjoy it.
This is a lot of work, it really is. I think that someone has to understand just how much work it is. It's the hardest job I've ever had in my life, and I've done some hard ones.
The geotrichum is what grows in first, and it has kind of a slippery texture to it.